welcome back. I didn't do a video last week. I went away with the wife at the weekend, just to get away from things really, and that was that. So no video last week, but this week I'm going to have a look at drilling holes in the centre of pieces of wood. So I found it with my lathe, I found it difficult to drill down the centre when I was making the pepper pots and the salt grinders and that, and it become quite a bit annoying and in my view quite dangerous, and I'll show you exactly what was going on. So the issues that I've been having is I put my drill chuck into here, and then when you're making a pepper pot, a salt grinder or whatever it is like that, you have to put your drill piece in here, and I'll just quickly put this in here. This is not the size I was using the big drills for the pepper pots, but there, and as you can see on the end here there's so much movement, and I try everything to get the drill piece into the centre. I put the wood onto the lathe, on the chuck, I mark the centre up precisely, I then turn it very slowly, put another mark in the centre, make sure it's exact, then get my skew chisel, just barely touch and just start off the drill in the centre, and then when I approach with this, I hold this to support it, to stop it from moving around. But even then, sometimes it just starts to wobble, and then the hole in the centre is not exactly in the centre, and the hole's getting bigger. Anyway, I couldn't deal with that anymore, so I went out and I went to Screwfix and I picked up one of their cheapest bench drill press, and I'm just going to unbox it and show you what it's like. So this is the cheapest drill press from Screwfix. It's the Energer 350 watt drill press. It's the ENB672DBT. Obviously it's 240 watt, it's 240 volts, sorry, 350 watts. It's 5 speed, so it goes from 580 up to 2650. The maximum drill size that you can get in the chuck is a 13mm, which is quite standard. So the overall height is 580mm, and the maximum drill depth is only 50mm. Now, if you, like myself, only need a very small drill press for the type of things that I'm doing, this is more than adequate. If you're planning on doing something bigger and better with the drill, you're going to need something far more expensive. But for what I do, this is cracking. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unbox it and get all the bits out, and then I'll show you all the bits that come in the box. So it's all been unpacked now, and they're the two tools that you're going to need to put it together: 40mm spanner and a Phillips small headed screwdriver. With it you get your chuck key, 2 Allen keys, 3 bolts, 3 spring washers, 3 washers, 3 handles, guard, the base, the stem, a table which can be altered to different degrees, and then the main part, the motor, and there's your chuck. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up now as I start putting this together. So for me to centralise this onto here, I square it up along the sides, and then I bring this up like so. So I'm just having a look, nice and square. Now I'll take it down so I can get a better view of it. Then, so we need to make sure that this lines up squarely on here. So I'm going to put the handles on the side here, and they just screw in. Seem a bit flimsy to me, but there's going to be no pressure on it. I'm not going to need too much pressure on it to do the little tiny blanks for pens and things like that anyway. So that's that. So as you can see, this is, so we need to make sure that this lines up properly. So what I'm going to do is I've put this in. This is an extender shaft, but it looks all nice and square there. So what I need to do, I need to make sure that this is square to that hole. So I'm using this extender, drill extender, which I use for the pepper mills, and I'm going to lower this down onto here. Now as you can see, it wants to drift off. Now this just sits in there nicely. It's just perfect just to sit in there. Now that's perfectly lined up with the base. The table's lined up with the base. That's in line with that. That's nice and strong, so that's not going to bow or do anything. I'm applying just gentle pressure onto the arms here, and then I'll just do this up, and then it should be absolutely spot on for when I start drilling. I know my arm's in the way, I'm sorry, but that's in there. So that's all locked in now. So now every time I come up and down, I know that this drill is in the centre with a base plate. It doesn't matter too much about the table, because the table is going to move around all over the place, but I know it's central with the base, and that's good enough for me. So there's the key. Let's take that out. So, last thing is the guard. So by the looks of it, the guard just slides up into this U shape here, and then these screws go through these holes and just lock it into position. Perfect. So the belts are at the top here, and you just unscrew these. There's one either side. And the belts are going to need adjusting. It's not one either side, it's on a hinge. There we go. So there's your belt, and that's going to need adjusting. And if you have a look here, there's this, and to adjust it, you literally just push that back and tighten that up. So I wouldn't do it too tight, just your hand in there, tighten that up. There, perfect. So to adjust it, obviously you just move the band up and down as you need it. I'm just going to leave it in the middle I don't think I need it any faster than that. So that's that. It's a bit of a pain, it being screwed in. I could have put a wing nut on here, I think. I think that probably would have been better for me. And it's a bit of a pain to get it back in. Doesn't seem to line up very well. But anyway, I'll be back to you in just a minute. So there you go, there's the new drill press from Screwfix. It's the cheapest one they've got. I won't give the price only because Screwfix do deals all the time. So I got this on a deal. So whether they still do the deal yet or not, I don't know. It's typically a bank holiday deals that they do. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be alright for me. Just turn it on. It doesn't seem to be too loud. Seems to work okay. There's your depth gauge on there. Okay, seems a bit flimsy, but you know, I'm not measuring any depth in what I'm doing. It's yeah, I think it's going to be okay. These seem a bit flimsy, but you know, I'll see how I get on with it and do a review on it in a few months' time, maybe. There you go. So there you go, there's the cheapest drill press from Screwfix. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next week. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you want to know anything about the drill press, and in the description I'll leave a link to Screwfix. Otherwise, just go onto their website and check it out yourself. Bye bye. See you.